Welcome back, everybody, to the Warlord of SBAS Torment, Numenera, episode 115. Last time we went through the door, talked to the first and a projection of the changing god. Then we went into this puzzle area and we're doing a little bit of exploring. We just made it to the middle area. I think I discovered how these things work. It's a stasis chamber, exactly like the one from the ghostly woman's memories. There are no controls on it anywhere. Nothing that could help you raise the floors to reach the depths of the labyrinth. The woman lies inside, clearly visible through the shimmering energy. Feel and look as though she were asleep. Her features are exactly those of a ghostly woman. Something disturbs the air next to you. Ghostly woman's face begins to appear as though your thoughts summoned her. Neat. You did summon me, she says, intuiting. Alright, whatever. Her thoughts. Your thoughts. I can discern your memories more clearly than others, even more clearly than my own. She looks sadly down into the chamber. But I remember now. This is who I was, the daughter of the changing god. He was the father who tried to save me after the siege of Tibet. He discovered how to transfer consciousness, my consciousness, into a new body, hoping it would save me, but it didn't. My sickness followed me, in my mind, so he put me in there. He tried to find a cure for me, and then that failed. He tried to bring me back, from death itself. He thought I was unconscious in there, but I remember. My memories are fragmented, but they're there. I was aware of everything, and with so many new memories flooding in my mind, I'm able to fill the gaps I didn't know. Does this mean you're cast off? Her eyebrows scrunch together. Then she shakes her head. I don't think so. I had my own consciousness, like my father does. This is why I was who I was. Now I'm probably just a memory stored forever in the labyrinth. How often has he tried to bring you back? Considering he's had centuries to do it, not very often, a lot at first, then only when he remembered or had some new idea. He used their probability engines underneath Sid's cliffs to birth a woman with my personality. He tried to use Heaven's Rejoinder, that means his means for turning back defeats in the endless battle. Once he tried to kidnap a version of me from the alternate reality, but she died in a tragic accident. Ugh. He never tried that again. What am I to a father? Did you just give up? How much do you remember from being in the tank? I can't tell you in time measurements. I only know I was in the tank until the sorrow attacked us. My father fled, saving himself. She laughs once, but there is no humor in it. Maybe you fear you could bring me back even without my body. It's the kind of thing he would assume. Her face darkens. Maybe he didn't care. Oh, that's sad. Does this mean this fathom is constructed from your memories? She looks around her, taking it all in the first time. I don't recognize... No, wait. Yes, it's all twisted and disordered, like a nightmare. But yes, I think they're are my memories. I need you, God, to get to the portal. Can you build me a path?
Ready to learn something new.
She looks at you directly in the eyes, strange and certain. Yes, I can. Sweet. Aha. Go, she says. Stop him. He harmed more lives than anyone can count. If you have the power to heal the floor, would you have the power to heal me as well? Ugh. While you're in this place? Yes, I think I might. Feel nothing more than a tingle as she places her hand on the shoulder. Then an immense weight of tranquility fills your body and mind. Sweet.
I can breathe again.
Healing. Needed that. Leveled, I believe. Yep. Alright. Can add extra effort. Increase edge. Effort's not bad. I think I'll clear this edge for intellect. Just making sure no one leveled. Alright. Anything else new I can talk to you about? Alright. Nope. I can't click that. Alright. It should be take us to the next area. Something's telling me we're getting close to the end. Starting to discover things. Although it might not be the end. No, this might just be the second to last area.
Updated my journal.
Alright. Interesting.
Yes.
Right. What are these? Countless scratches and wounds mar the surface of the door. Someone made a great effort to get inside, but no avail. As you approach, however, the bars of the door shudder and bend, and wants to let you in. Place a hand on the surface and will let it open. The door doesn't open at your touch. Instead, you are drawn into the door itself. Ew. Is it a good thing? Oh, memory stuff. Okay. You're in a glass dome several kilometers above the ground. Blue sky fills your vision beneath you in the floor of golden metal. A deafening clacking blares in the warning against something. A familiar-looking status chamber lies in the center of the dome. A chest fashioned from the synth and cold iron sits to one side. Behind the pod is diamond hovers in the air. A scattering prism light. A pedestal glows near your hand. A deep azure blue. There's nothing that seems to warrant the blare and claxons, yet you know the alarm sounds for a reason. Look at the chamber. It is the ghostly one stasis chamber, the real one from which the labyrinth constructs were made. The chain god's daughter lies inside. Her skin is pale and there are dark circles around her eyes. Her chest rises and falls as though she were sleeping soundly. This laboratory, this body must belong to the changing god. Ew. The first changing god before he changed? The first time? That'd be interesting. Open the chest. The chest is locked with a keypad dooring 17 strange symbols. You're about to lose hope when you realize you know which symbols to press and lock the chest. You enter the correct code before the memory can slip away. Chest opens with a soft click. The only items of note inside are a wooden shaft with a multicolored crystal tied to one end and a large hemisphere made of azure steel. Examine the rod. There's nothing mystical about the wooden haft. With the crystal in the end is definitely from a prior world. I think it might be a domination rod. The crystal saps will any creature it touches. Examine the steel. It's too heavy to lift by yourself. Your best guess is this will. It's a walled projector of some kind, probably brought up here as a defensive measure for the laboratory. Unfortunately, you can't see any indication of what kind of barrier it would create, nor any way to activate it. Take the rod. It's a good bounceable made spear. It may or may not help you, but it will do more good in your hands than in the box. It makes the hovering diamond. As soon as you approach the diamond, the top of the bloom so open, an illusionary globe appears within. Words and images are speed across the surface. The woman's voice speaks directly into your mind. Welcome back. Please state your query. Wave of familiar slams into you. The changing god used this as an archival device. He kept records of his thoughts and experiments. Specific records can be retrieved by speaking a search item. Wall projector. Previews of several entries flit through your mind. There are scores of results, and you can't figure out how they're organized, or how quickly whether an entry will be useful You are not. It takes some time to sift through them for something useful. You'll have to be careful what you spend time researching. Finally, you find one thing that what you're looking for. A male voice, the voice of the body you are wearing, speaks in your mind. Picture of Azir steel dome from the chest appears in the globe inside the diamond. Your voice says the panel was not easy to find. There are no visible streams, it seems, anywhere. But it's easy to open once you know it's there. As soon as I found it, I had the transmittal wall projector moved to the new laboratory. I don't know what exactly destroyed the old location, but I know it was transdimensional in nature. The projector should create a barrier large enough to surround the entire dome in case whatever was coming comes hunting again. Alarm? When your globe becomes blank, the voice speaks into your mind. No matching entries, please restate your query. Daughter? Jinnigan? The tides? Which says the tides have proven to be an extremely fruitful path of exploration. The blood don't realize that they have unearthed. They saw these trinkets as just some mere Numenera. But these forces may even have the power to turn back death itself. I certainly hope so for her sake. Yeah. There's a thunderous boom. The floor shakes and sways beneath you, causing you to lose your balance. Outside the dome, the horizon tilts back and forth, giving you a sense of vertigo. Suddenly, a man appears in front of you. He is not all there. You can see the clouds and vista on the other side of him. He wears a look of human terror on his face. It's broken into the tower. It's only a matter of time before it reaches us here. We have to do something fast. His manners remind you of the specter from the labyrinth, though his face, clothing, and voice are not the same. Go back to this. Activate the wall projector. Find the panel mentioned in the archive once you know where it is. It slides open easily. You place your hand on the black glass inside and grows warm at your touch, and there is a small light of light rain. A low hum murmurs at the edge of your hearing, and the air outside the dome begins to shimmer. Your shield appears spherical. You can only hope it will buy you some time against what's coming. Diamond. Domination rod. Tibet. The voice says that Tibet are fools, but they were skilled scavengers, gifted with the look of having discovered an underspine. I still don't know what the underspine is, but I'm convinced it came from the Delad, the same people from which glean the powers of the ties and figures out the key of consciousness transfer. It's the best explanation for the Tibet's success. Without the underspine, they're little more than abhumans above average intelligence. Dalad. Unlock the entries. This one is not in your voice, but in a female voice belongs to our archival diamond itself. Dalad people are believed to have existed long before the Ninth World. Dalad is probably not what they call themselves. Their true name is unknown. They made great use of force, referred to as referred to in these archives as the tides. Using them especially to affect individual psyches. The civilization of Dalad did not decline, but was completely wiped out by a creature called the Sorrow. The Sorrow. Which says, I don't know what the Sorrow is exactly. Just that it's old, really old. It doesn't pay much attention to established laws of space and time. I wonder just how established these laws really are. Anyway, I first came across the mention of his research of the tides. It appears to have been some kind of guardian against tidal abuse. Evidence suggests it might have been solely responsible for the destruction of one of the prior worlds. The voice sighs. My experience with the consciousness transfer appears to have woken it. I don't believe it's after me specifically, but it has some come to believe it was responsible for the destruction of my previous laboratory. So the storm must have destroyed the blah because of how they abused the tides. If the weapon that caused Milko's illness were from the same civilization, then it seems the reason her illness is tidal in nature, like a tidal surge perhaps. If so, maybe there is some way to undo it. The spectral advisor might know more. Speak for Spectral Man. Spectral Man looks at you expectantly. I think Milka is sick because of the tides, possibly a tidal surge.
I'll remember that.
If that were true, yes, that would explain quite a lot, including why her sickness followed her from one body to the next. Ha, you're a genius. If you didn't mind me saying so. The spectral advisor paces back and forth, though his feet never actually touch the ground. But could an equivalent surge undo the effects? No. That would require more power than either of our bodies are capable of generating. He stops and looks at you expectantly. But I think you've discovered an exciting path of inquiry. It may take a few years, but the laboratory rumbles and quakes as the Saros pounds away below. Never mind, we don't have that years. In a few minutes, we don't have anything. How close is the Sorrow? It's nearly broken through the blood barrier. We don't have much time. Transdimensional wall protector you found bought us sometime too. Or probably not too much as you'd like. Where's the Sorrow now? Don't really care. What should we do? Don't really care. Let's start here. What's here? Why are alarms going off? Who are you? No, I don't need anything. Let's go to the stasis chamber. Suggest. I'll just deal. Go back to travel time and stasis chamber. Escape. Won't take any risks with new body. I've engineered a false safe to transfer me away should something happen to me in the laboratory. If any unforeseen danger presents itself, I should be able to escape to my backup location. Ew. Soon there's a transcendental popping sound. The air sizzles, causing every hair on stand on end, and your entire body is tingling dangerously. The spectral mirror appears in front of you again and puts its hands on your shoulder, though feel nothing. It shattered the electrostatic shield. If it breaks through the plasma windows, we're done for. It looks at the hatch in the ground as though it could see through. What's your plan? You got the plan right? Stasis chamber. Open the stasis chamber. Man appears between you and the chamber. What are you doing? If you haven't opened that, make it all blah will die. Huh. Well, I already know why that's going off. Sure, diamond. My key. There's a condition that has improved after our consciousness transfer. If anything, it has worsened. I've traced the cause to the weapon I retrieved from the Tibet after the failed siege of Sidgecliff. But damn it if I know how to undo its effects. There's an agonized pause. I don't understand what I should be able to figure this out. I will figure it out. Just need more data. I've discovered a theoretical process to merge my consciousness with hers. But I just need more data. With luck, I can run an experiment in the next few days. Merge consciousness? There's only a single entry in the query. The same entry from when you queried the word Mickey. Would try in the next few days, but the entry is dated several months ago. If you did try to enter anything with an archive, maybe the spectral advisor knows more about it. Consciousness transfer. Consciousness transfer was a success. I transferred Monkey in a new body first, a clone of her original. There appeared to be no ill side effects after a few days, so I performed the procedure on myself. I'll be watching both of us carefully for the next few weeks, but thus far, I'm very hopeful. I'm sure there will be unforeseeable long-term effects, but at the moment it seems I have found a way to stave off death itself. I cannot imagine any long-term effects that could outweigh the benefit. Well, that's bad. There's his screech beneath the floor. Suddenly, the metal hatch flies off the hinges, cracking the strong glass ceiling. There's something smashing the glowing pedestal. The spectral man image disappears. A foul black cloud rises from the hatch, and the air is filled with an unearthly wail. And this stench of rotting flesh. The tendrils lash out, slicing metal and synth wherever they touch it. A terrible face emerges from the cloud. It examines you. Then it turns its attention to the chamber. Use domination rod. With a chat, you shove the crystal deep within the star's form. Nothing happens. Turns attention to you. One of its tendrils darts towards you, slicing through both strongless wall and steel floor. You reach your face and you feel nothing. The tendril goes straight through your body. You realize that the dome is fading away. No, your body is fading away. As some device tugs it safely away from another location. The stars around the three-wheel becomes a shriek. Though the spectral fighter is gone, you hear his voice in your head. Thank goodness the failsafe kicked in. You'll be safe though. The girl and I are doomed. It'll be easy to recover, but I'm sure you'll... He's cut off as the star tendrils fly into the laboratory all around it. In blind fury. Wonder if I could have saved her. I didn't see any way to save her. I tried. The chest and the demo are cut to ribbons, and the chamber disintegrates in a ball of purple flame. Last thing you see as the mind fades from the body is the face of the young girl, melting and blowing into ash.
Ready to learn something.
Ugh. Well, I tried. Ghostly woman. The ghostly woman appears next to you. She stares at the door you just emerged from, her eyes round as the moon. I remember now, all of it. I told you I was aware of everything while I was in the chamber. I remember my father abandoning me. I remember, too, how you risked your life for me. As the star destroyed the stasis chamber, I woke up here in the labyrinth. I was unaware, though. Not for a long time. Not until you came and started changing things. What do you mean I started changing things? Although that's quite obvious, but whatever. She looks at you. Her eyes are brighter now. Full of confidence. You're the last cast off. The one my father created to witness this place. To command it. You've been changing the labyrinth since you were first born. You are the one who will decide our fate. So you're not just a memory. No, she says, firm and certain. I'm not a memory, nor a reflection, nor a blah. I am Miki, the full consciousness of the changed god's daughter. But I couldn't save you. You tried, which is more than I can say for my father. You risked your own life, she says deeply. Besides, if you had died in there, you and every other cast-off would have never have existed. Maybe there are some realities you can't change. I understand all that I need to, so what do we do now? She points at the door on the opposite side of the fathom. There's one more mirror. Enter it and open the resonance and end this. For all of us. Alright. So I know I leveled. Okay. I can make my explosions more powerful. Make my field. Explosions. Anyone else level? No. And I didn't really use any of my stats or lose health, so that's good. Alright. I know this is a bit early, but I know this is going to be a long haul to get through this, and I want to... end it for now. So until next time, remember, brace the chaos, or you'll go mad. Bye.